Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I am starting this YouTube channel to share and talk about all things sewing and dressmaking. I have my own small business called Love Stephanie, where I create custom dresses and apparel for ladies. And I also do some alterations for bridal dresses and other special occasion and tailoring type services. I work out of my home here in my home studio. And today I wanted to just introduce myself and start off my channel with this video about some new things that I've acquired. I have a love for sewing patterns. I just have so much respect for the designers and the creators and pattern makers of commercial patterns, whether they be part of the big pattern companies like Vogue, McCall's, Simplicity, New Look, Burda, there's a few others, or the more independent pattern makers. There's thousands of them out there, and I have much respect for them. I know how to make patterns, but I like to use patterns that exist just for their mere existence, and I like to take what has been created in patterns and put my own twist on it, or use really nice fabrics and really nice seam finishes inside the garments, adding my own twist to it. So I feel like, I just want to share some of the new patterns that I got recently and share my thoughts with you. So here we go. I have about 13 new patterns here that I got. I have thousands of patterns, let's be honest. I have thousands of sewing patterns and I will never use all of them in my lifetime, but I love to look at them and I love to refer to them for their details or, their fashion, their styles. I try not to do anything that's too trendy, but, I love fashion and I love well-made clothes. So here we go. So first off, I have some Butterick patterns that I acquired. This one is Butterick 7057, and it's a skirt. It's like a little pencil skirt, kind of in a jean skirt style. I love this type of skirt, and I would love to make something like this for myself. If it works out, I'd probably make it in a few versions of it. So I love that. That's available. Second, I bought this sort of wardrobe pattern, Butterick 7013. This has several views in it: pants, a turtleneck, a long skirt, and this sort of over topper type thing. I really bought it for this view here. I really like this idea of having the skirt and a top combination and make a great outfit. Almost looks like a dress, but you can wear it as separates. I'm not so sure I would do this topper thing, but I would definitely consider it. And the pants, of course, would be a great addition to any wardrobe. So I like this pattern for the versatility and the options it has. And I really like Butterick patterns. I think, they've been around since the beginning of home sewing patterns, and I think they know what they're doing. And this is definitely my style, that kind of look. I mean, I'm wearing a turtleneck now, right? So that's Butterick 7013. And moving on to another big pattern company, I got this pattern, Simplicity 3074. This is a little kind of Chanel style cardigan jacket, and little shorts and also pants. I don't know if I'd do the shorts, maybe not for myself, but I would certainly consider making them for somebody else. I love a little cardigan jacket, a little tweed type jacket. I just think it's really chic, and I do really like the pants on this pattern. I would definitely consider making those up. And, you know, I think the lady on the cover is pretty cool looking, so sometimes I just go for the cover. And sometimes I really don't. The cover does nothing for me, so. But I really like this pattern, and I'd love to try it in a nice tweed. Another pattern I got here, I like making bags. And I'd like to try different things, and I have some great fabrics. This is Simplicity 9508 for this kind of sling style bag. I think it'd be really cool to try this with all the zippers and the closures, and it doesn't take much fabric at all. But I think that would be great even to do as just to try it out. Maybe it'd end up being a great gift for someone. But yeah, I like making bags. It's challenging, but it's also can be really easy, and it's, you know, you don't have to worry about the fit, but lots of fun. So I got that pattern. Couple of other sort of semi big four. Well, this one's from Burda 6462. This coat pattern. I'm definitely into making coats. I hope to make several coats for a collection coming up in 2026. And, you know, I love looking at different techniques of making a coat. This one has a technique that you can make a detachable fur collar, which I think is super cool. And then this particular view has really nice welt pockets. A lot of coat patterns I find just for, you know, home sewers come with an option to make patch pockets, which are fine. But I don't always like patch pockets, and like it's easier to do, but the welt pocket, any kind of welt pocket on a garment looks a little bit more tailored than a patch pocket, in my opinion. So this has a technique how to make that welt pocket. So I really like this jacket. I would totally make a coat like that in a nice wool, and the detachable collar is even better. So that's Burda 6462. I also got a recent Burda pattern, which I've already made up, and I'll try to attach a video of me wearing it. Burda 5696. So this envelope's already been used and opened, and but I made this little dress here with the pussy bow kind of tie at the neck, and long sleeves. I really love a dress that you can just throw on and it looks elegant, it's easy. And I had some beautiful fabric that I acquired recently, so that came out really well. The other look view on this envelope doesn't interest me, but it does kind of have a cool sleeve detail that you can do mixed materials. So I might try that, but I think on the envelope, it really is not attractive in those color combinations. So I definitely went for the view B. So that's Burda. And then moving on to one of my favorite pattern companies. I think they do a wonderful job with classy patterns for men and women, which is Vogue patterns. So I have quite a few of these. I got this one, Vogue 2127. It's this fabulous two-piece dress. So it's a blouse and a long skirt. And you can do it with these kind of trumpet sleeves and all kinds of trim details. This one actually has a pussy bow too you can do for the neckline. And it's great pattern because it's two pieces. It's the skirt and the blouse, so it's very versatile. It's a fabric hog, so this would take a lot of fabric, and of course I always like nice fabric, so this would be a wish list kind of project, but I really love this pattern. I think it's romantic and beautiful, and it could come out really, really nice, done well. So that's Vogue 2127. It's an average to sew pattern according to Vogue, which probably means it's very hard. It's not average. This is another pattern that's just sort of a wish, and I got it pretty much to find out how to do the techniques. I don't know if I'll actually make the dress, but it's Vogue 2131, and it's for this pleated bodice with a cascading flounce type of bustle, I guess you'd say. I just think it's super elegant, and like I would love the opportunity to make a gown like this. It has all inner structure, boning in the bodice, and I'm sure it has structure in that flounce detail to keep it up like that. And you know, this is an advanced pattern, Vogue 2131, and I'm sure it takes a lot of material. From here, it looks like about 7 yards of fabric, not including the lining and the other notions. So of course, nice fabric that goes for, you know, $40, $50 a yard adds up. So it would have to be a project that I really want to do, and either there's an occasion for it or there's somebody wants to pay me to make this dress. But I think it's pretty fabulous. Another dressy dress from Vogue 2088 is this strapless gown. So you make a strapless kind of straight gown like this, and then it comes with this overskirt that you add to the dress. Another huge fabric hog, but very pretty. It has sort of like this bow detail, but under the bow, it's pleated at the bodice. And of course, other, you know, it comes with instructions on doing the boning and the structure, and, you know, putting the right kind of interfacing and interlining and such in it. Again, an advanced pattern, but I think it's pretty sweet, and I would love an occasion to make this gown. I love making formal gowns. So pretty. Another formal dress. This time it's a vintage reproduction from 1954. It's Vogue 2061. They come out with these authentic reproductions from times past. So this is like a ball gown, strapless ball gown with an overlay, like you make it with a kind of a tulle netting overlay, and also comes with that shawl pattern. I just think that is gorgeous. And it reminds me of something like my mom or my grandmother would make or wear back in the day. This says average. I doubt that it's average or easy to sew, especially with all the layers and the fabrics and the pieces to put together. But I think that's really cool. I would love a chance to make a big ball gown like that. A couple of Vogue patterns I have. I thought these were just kind of chic. These pants, it's 2138. This pant pattern, it comes with a pant that has this sort of draped side to it. I just think that's kind of a chic way, you know, to show another style of a trouser pant. I think that would be really cool in black, or even like camel, like she's got on, or navy. This is an average pattern, but I'd love to give this a try. I think it's just cool, you know, with a nice crisp white shirt or a turtleneck. Yeah, you're good to go. Love this pattern. Final Vogue pattern. Oh no, well, kind of, sort of. Is this men's pattern. It's 2080, and it's from designer Ron Collins. It's a men's little jacket, a zipper front, kind of little outerwear piece. I just think that's cute. I'd love to make this for my husband. I think he'd look good in that, and, you know, just something easy to throw on and layer with. Doesn't take too much fabric, and it's probably not too hard. It says it's average But again, Vogue patterns are known to be a little bit more difficult. But their instructions are really good. I find them to be really easy to follow, and they're clear, and they give a beautiful result. So I don't know if I do it in this like leather. I mean, I might try, but I think the leather in this picture looks a little plasticky. I think more in like a tweed or a, you know, lightweight wool, or even like a denim would look cool for a guy. And the only other Vogue pattern I have, I actually got from Etsy, and it's a vintage Vogue pattern. It's Vogue 9837. I didn't get it with this collection I bought from simplicity.com, but I got this on Etsy, and I just thought it was really pretty. It's this lace blouse. You can do long sleeve or short sleeve, and the pattern also comes with this cool little bodysuit. I just love this blouse. I think I would definitely make something like that up in a beautiful lace, and just throw it on with the skirt, maybe some black slacks, and I think it would look really elegant with just some really nice lace. So I think that's it for my pattern haul. I have lots more patterns and lots of ideas coming up, and I'd love to share them with you, and get your feedback if you've made any of them, or you hope to make some of them, or if you'd like me to do, I guess, a sew along. Yeah, but I welcome you to my channel, and I look forward to more of this kind of content. Bye for now.